Good morning, welcome to day 6 of the reading rush. It's nearly over, guys, and honestly, while I love daily vlogs and while I love vlogging in general, I'm gonna be really excited when I don't have to do this every day. I slept in a little bit longer than I needed to, fully intended to go to bed early yesterday, but then I got sucked into my phone and I went to sleep at 2 AM. So now that I'm ready for the day, I've had some breakfast, it is 11, and I'm ready to crack on with the readathon because I have quite a bit that I want to get through today. But the first thing I'm going to be tackling for the day is Vicious. I didn't read yesterday's section, so I'm going to start off by reading those 80 pages, and then I'm going to go straight into today's section as well, and then maybe take a break for lunch and move on to something else. Hey, so I'm on page 304 of Vicious. So I have just under 100 pages of this to go, so I'm anticipating I'm actually going to finish it in the next hour or so. We're currently on, I think it's around 20 past 2, so I still have plenty of time on that. But I'm here at the minute because I received a parcel from Amazon. Now, I did order two things in the same order. I'm not sure whether they are both in this package. If they are, then there's a book in here. But if this is only one of the things that I ordered, then where the hell is my book, essentially? Well, that is incredibly disappointing. There is indeed only one thing in here, and that one thing is an A3 frame, which I bought off Amazon. It's not like a very expensive one. I think it was £10, because a couple of weeks ago, I think now it was, I ordered a few 1975 lyric prints off Etsy, but I couldn't get a frame in my local stores to put them in, so I got one off Amazon. So later today I'm probably going to frame one of these because one will be going in the living room, and yeah, no book, which I'm really sad about because I really want the book that I ordered. Okay, so it is 4:30 now and I still have not finished Vicious. However, the reason for that is that I've been out again. I went back to the hairdressers just briefly to have some of the weight taken out of my ends because she styled it curly yesterday. She told me to let her know if there was anything wrong with the cut when it was straight, and because my hair is so thick, like, my ends need thinning out significantly. But we all done now. We have beautiful thin ends and choppy layers, so I'm going to read the last 50 pages of Vicious. I'm up to the point where they've stopped counting backwards and they've started counting forwards. I've been at that point for a while, but they're counting towards midnight now, and I'm currently 1 hour away from midnight, and I'm very excited to see what goes down. I need Victor and Eli to be together again. It's been 10 years, you know, and they haven't really seen each other, and I'm very excited for that showdown. So I finished Vicious, and surprisingly, this actually came out as a 5-star read. Now, I'm not super surprised because I did really enjoy it, but as I mentioned, I think this was way back on Monday. I don't love V. Schwab's writing style. I do feel a little bit of a disconnect between her simplistic writing style and the darkness of her stories. However, I cannot deny that I adored the characters in here. I loved the plot. I kind of wish it had gone on a little bit longer. It was also different than I had anticipated it to be. I thought there would be more like superhero kind of scenes where Victor and Eli face off, but I love Victor and Eli, and something that I love about at least the concepts of Victoria Schwab's books, because I haven't read very many yet, is how morally grey they are. Like, I love me a morally grey character, and Victor and Eli were perfect in that sense. One of them is definitely more villainous than the other. I'm not sure if I was slightly disappointed by that, because the whole point of this is that they're supposed to be terrible, like both of them, where one of them was actually not all that bad. Or maybe that's just me, because I don't want to say I have weak morals or anything, but when I'm reading books, I'm not upholding people to be this like paragon of morality. So I did feel that one of them definitely was more good than the other, although definitely neither of them are good. It's just one of them I wouldn't consider him to be evil. I'm really excited to read Vengeful now, and I know that Vengeful is apparently not that good and it follows a different character. It follows Marcella. I'm assuming that there will be characters from this book in that one, but I'm not gonna put like super high expectations off the back of this onto Vengeful, because I know that a lot of people don't think it's as good. But I don't know, I really like the world. I'm really intrigued about the extraordinaries in here. We only got to explore a few, but I did find it fascinating how extraordinaries are created, like the thing that gives them the specific power that each one has. I feel like there's a limited amount of outcomes you can have with that, but I guess I'll find out when I read Vengeful and see what other powers we have in there. But yeah, 5 stars, really enjoyed it. It did only just come in at 5 stars because I feel like I lack emotional attachment to it, which is always important to me with my favorite books. But love the plot, love the characters, and yeah, like constructed as a novel, very well paced, very well plotted, and very, very intriguing. And for the reading rush, this was on my TBR to read a science fiction, I believe, and for the actual reading rush prompts, this could stand in for a genre that I would like to read more of. So it's a little bit later than I ideally thought it would be now. It's just gone 6 o'clock, so I am about to go and make dinner. I still have 4 books on my reading rush TBR, so I think my plan after dinner is going to be to read Children of the Whales by Abby Umeda. Then I'm going to probably come and wrap up the vlog and then continue on with this, and then tomorrow I'm going to 100% finish this and also read Witchy, and then this may be the one that I don't get to, but depending on how much of this I read tonight, I may be able to read both of these tomorrow. So we're going to see how I go, but my immediate plan is to read Children of the Whales. This is a fantasy manga that follows a 14-year-old boy called Chikoro who is on a floating island called the Mud Whale, and the Mud Whale is very isolated. They've never seen another human being from outside of their community. However, one day they float past another island and they find a girl on it, and the girl is from a neighboring country. She's from an actual country because the Mud Whale isn't a country, and this blows their entire world open because there's very mysterious things on the Mud Whale. Like, some people have powers and some people don't, and if you have powers you die a lot younger than if you don't have powers. And yeah, there's a whole lot of mystery elements like that in here. This one's on my TBR to read a graphic novel or a manga, and for my reading rush TBR as well, it would also double up as technically for reading a book that inspired a movie you've already seen, except this has an anime that's based off it, and I have watched I think the first 5 episodes because I was watching them alongside reading the manga, but I do need to catch up a little bit, so I'm going to use it for that prompt anyway. Probably worth mentioning as well that this one is also just on my general July Bookopoly TBR to read a science fiction again, so I now only have 2 Bookopoly books to read before the end of the month, one of which is Good Me Bad Me, and the other one is Assassin's Quest, which is going to be a struggle. I don't think I'll finish it before the end of the month, but I do want to be at least a good 500 pages into it. Hey, I have accomplished nothing. So it's going on for 10:30 now. I have read 50 pages of Children of the Whales. My attention has just not been on reading tonight. I definitely feel like we are coming to the end of the reading rush. I'm feeling like I don't want to read a single page ever again. So I thought I would just come wrap this vlog up and get it edited and then get in bed, hopefully finish Children of the Whales, hopefully read a bit of Good Me Bad Me. I'm gonna have to lower my expectations for tomorrow and just focus on finishing these 2 books. That being said, with me being out all day yesterday, I do want to catch up on a little bit of work tomorrow, so I'm going to be doing just a little bit of candle work. Hopefully it won't take long, and I'm hoping that I can get to bed early tonight because I didn't end up going to bed early last night, and get up early in the morning. I'm feeling just generally quite restless now. I mean, I've been out twice this week, which is more than I usually go out for like substantial amounts of time, because we went to York on Wednesday, and then I mean I only went to the hairdressers yesterday, so I was sat down the entire time, but I was out of the house for quite a long period of time. But I'm just feeling like, not claustrophobic, but you know that restlessness that comes with not feeling like you're accomplishing much and being in the endless cycle of like some days working, reading and editing is getting to me a little bit. So I'm gonna try and edit this vlog and relax for a little while tonight. I do have my Patreon live show tomorrow. It will be today, the day that you're watching this vlog. If you would like to join my Patreon and support me in any way, the link as always is down in my description box. But if you are one of my patrons and if you are in the inner circle, then my live show will be tomorrow at 8 PM UK time. That is something else that I wanted to get set up today. I kind of just wanted to schedule that and post a link in my Patreon, but I haven't gotten around to it. The more, like, not stationary I am, but the more I stay in the same routine, the less motivated I am to do stuff. So I think I definitely need to do something about that tomorrow. Maybe I could work out in the morning. That would give me a boost of energy. It would make me tired, but also give me a boost of energy. But we'll see how I feel. So before I do close out this vlog, it is time for today's Booktuber recommendation. And today I am going to be recommending to you guys Princess from Castle Library. Now, I have been subscribed to Princess for God, I don't even know how long. I don't remember when Princess started her channel, but it's been at least a year, I want to say. And I just love Princess's energy. She does read predominantly fantasy, because you know, I love my fantasy. She does read a bit of a mix between young adult and adult, but it's just her energy in her videos. She just seems like such a fun person. Like with a lot of my favorite booktubers, she also just tells it like it is. She does not hold back her thoughts. If she has something to say to you, she's going to say it to you, and I absolutely love that about her as well. Also, really strange, I just really like her voice. It adds to like the fun kind of element of Princess. She just always sounds so, I don't know, like happy, I guess. I guess that is a personal preference thing. I really like Princess's voice. But yeah, if you guys would like another fantasy booktuber to subscribe to, somebody who is funny, somebody who is straight talking, and who will occasionally brighten your day, I would definitely recommend that you guys go and check out Princess, and her link will be in my description box. But that is about it for today's vlog, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it if you've made it this far. Honestly, I kind of want to do something to make tomorrow a little bit special. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I just feel like I'm failing at vlogging and producing like actually interesting content for you guys this year. So yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed it anyway. If you have, please don't forget to like if you liked it, and subscribe if you wanna, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final day. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you will go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.